Hey everybody, today we are going to do a copy and paste collage worth 100 points. Now the concepts I'm trying to teach you are learn how to copy and paste into a selection on Photoshop. This allows you to put any image into a selection on a layer in Photoshop. We'll also learn more about layout, learn how to create a multi-layered collage and create your own shapes that describe you. Also, we're just going to be revisiting some old knowledge that we should know, like how to use blending options and the threshold tool. So stuff like that is basic refresh, but if you forget, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do it. And if you're one of my students, these are being printed out 16 inches by 20 inches, so these will be quite large. That is if you want yours printed out. If you don't want yours printed out, obviously don't worry about it. So here's what they look like when they are finished. As you can see, they're very detailed, very colorful. I always want you to put in, personal photos. You can tell right here, she put in photos of her friends and stuff. I'm always encouraging that, to put, yourself and your personality into your art. But you can, as you look around, you can see what, like this person, you can tell what they like, or what their influences are, or where they go to eat, or what they like to do with their time. So be thinking about that as far as logos that you want to do for yours. So if we look right here, you'll notice the first step is creating a coloring sheet right here, and then the second step is coloring in that coloring sheet using photos from the internet. So I'm going to show you how to do the coloring sheet part right now. Okay, so getting started, we're going to open up Photoshop. I know some of you just love Photoshop. I love Photoshop. I hope you love Photoshop. So here's how you do it. You go to File, New. We're going to make a new document. Right up here where it says Untitled 1, we're going to call this Copy and Paste. And then where it says Width, we're going to put in 16. Make sure that says inches. You see that right there? Make sure it says inches. Change that to 20, so 16 by 20. We want a 150 resolution, and we want this to say transparent. So before you hit create, make sure it says 16 inches, 20, 150, transparent, and then go ahead, beep boop, hit create. There it is. So the first part is, hey, I don't know what to do, Claber. I don't know what to make. Well, let's figure out, what do you like? So first, we'll start with something easy. How about we just do our name, our last name? So here's how you do this create a coloring sheet using the type tool. So we're going to go to the type tool. We're going to do horizontal type. If you can't find it, it's right there in your toolbar. Beep boop. Once you click that, on the options bar up here is where your font family is going to be. So pick out a thick font. Not something like Arial, but something where you can see like Cooper Black or Impact. Something that stands out. Something nice and thick. Ooh, there's a good one. Gill Sans Ultra Bold. It's just so you can be able to easily paste stuff in there. So I'll choose Nevada Demo. You guys probably don't have that on your computers. Sorry, just the way it is. But find a nice thick one. And then what you're going to do is, look, you don't make a text box. You just click like that, and then just type your last name. Beep boop. Now, if you want, don't worry about the color. Don't worry about the color. Don't worry if you can't see it. But you do want to make it kind of bigger. So we're going to go to Edit, Free Transform. We're going to make that just a little bit bigger. Probably about this size, if you're gauging about yours. Now, there's other things you can do with this. You just can't leave it like that. You can, move your mouse out here and, rotate it a little bit so it's not straight. Or if you hold down Control on your keyboard, you can, do that as well. beep boo. I'm holding down Control, or you can go to click on the T. If it's still clicked, if you go right up here to this warp text, you can even do one of these where it's like looks like a fish, or it's rising. You can mess with these levels if you want. So just be aware of that. But get it to where you like it, like, you know, so it's not just straight across, because that's kind of boring. So edit free transform. I'm gonna put it up here in the corner. I'll put something else up there too eventually. So don't worry about the color. Don't worry about if you can't see it, but you do want it to be about this big on your paper. Now the first thing you need to do after you type it and you get it where you like it is you go over here to your options bar, and if you don't have your layer box open, go to window and make sure it's check marked right there. Alright, if you do, if you see it, perfect. Here's what you're going to do. Right over here in this gray part, either double click where this pops up, or right click and go to blending options. What you're going to do is you're going to go to stroke, and notice I didn't click on the box, I just clicked on the right here, so it highlights all of it. I'm going to go right here where it says color. I'm going to make this black. Hit OK. Make sure this says outside. Please make sure this says outside, not inside or center. Outside. And then you want to punch this up to about, I'd say, let's say 15. So 15. Hit OK. Now, to get rid of the blue but keep the black, you're going to turn off the fill. So over here in the layer box, where it says fill, I'm just going to turn this to 0. So now it's see-through. So I want you to remember this, okay? I don't want to have to do this every time. So there's an easy way to do this. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to go to copy layer style. It's going to copy the see-through with the stroke outline. So that's how you type. Now say you want to put a shape in, like a custom shape tool. So if you go here to the, you might see a rectangle. You might have to hold your mouse button down. Choose a custom shape tool. And then up here in the options bar, you just click on this little thing. And then click on that little thing. And then you might have all these shapes right here. You might have some down here. Look, legacy shapes and more. You have all these shapes to choose from. So find a shape that you like. You don't even have to use these if you don't want to. So I will use, let's see, people. We'll use this guy right here. All right. So you clicked on him. Now I'm going to click, drag, and let go. There's my guy. Edit, free transform. Maybe I'll have him holding up the, there we go. Hey, there he is. He's holding up my name. Might have to zoom in a little bit. Beep boop. Now you might notice, hey, he's already outlined for you, Kleber. Yeah, he is. But I still want to make sure he's done the right way. So edit free transform. Rotate just a little bit like that. There we go. Stop. View. Fit on screen. Now what I'm going to do is, oops, I lost my layer box. Window, layers. There it is right there. You see that little thing in the corner? If you want to get rid of that, you just right click, rasterize layer, and then you want it to look like the Kleber one where it's see-through. So remember, I right clicked on this, I copied that layer style. Now if I click on this layer right here, right click, paste layer style, beep boop. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, people. Just like the other one. I didn't have to go through all that rigmarole of opening up blending options. Look at it. It's all ready for me. View, fit on screen. So that's how you do shapes. So if you want to do another shape, say you wanted, oh, no, those are stupid. Let's look at, oh, no, those look dumb too. Flying animals. Oh, sign me up. All right, we'll use this guy. I don't even know what it is. Click, drag, let go. Ooh, it's a bat. Batman. I'm going to put him in the corner. Edit free transform. Maybe rotate them just a bit right there. All right. And I guess what? I lost my layer box again. Unbelievable. Window, layers. Now look, right click, paste layer cell. Except you still get that nasty stuff right there. So maybe I need to rasterize it. So I'll rasterize the layer. There we go. Maybe you need to rasterize layers. So just make sure you rasterize your layers before you paste it in. All right, so there he is, right there, right up there. You can overlap if you want. It's totally up to you. I'll overlap just a, maybe, there we go. Yeah, and on screen. You don't have to overlap. I just want to. Edit, retransform, make this a little bit bigger. All right, there we go. You can overlap if you want. You can go like that. It's totally up to you. It's your call. I just don't want to overlap. All right, so that's how you do custom shapes. If you wanted to do a logo, here's what you do. You just open up Google. Say, I'm not a Nike guy. I'm Adidas guy. Adidas logo. Look that up. Go to images. Try to get one that's not a PNG. How do you know it's not a PNG? Well, how do you know it is a PNG? If you click on it, if you see a gray and white checkerboard background, you know it's PNG. I'm going old school with this one. If you see a white background, that's fine. It's nice and simple. Look, only one color. Right click, copy image, go back over here, edit. Of course it didn't copy. Let's try that again. Right click, copy image, go back, edit, paste. There it is. Now, if I just right clicked and went to paste layer style, it's just going to give me a box. I don't want that. So Control Z. I'm going to get rid of that white. So I'm going to use my magic wand. Notice I selected the background of the white, but it's not getting all the white. Here's the little secret. Go to select similar. Selects all the white for you. Now watch what happens when you hit backspace. Bye-bye. Now, to get rid of that selection, you just hit Control D or select deselect. Now, obviously, I want to make this a little bit bigger, so edit, retransform, and make it about that big. Maybe rotate it just a smidge, just a scotch. Put it right about there. And then I'm going to, guess what? Right click, paste layer cell. Oops, got some fragments. You see that? If that happens, just get an eraser and get right up on it. Oh, there we go. There we are. There we are. View, fit on screen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 down. I just need it filled up. So that's how you do a logo. Now, if you're doing a multicolored logo, so where do I like to eat? I like to eat, oh yeah, In and Out logo. They don't have these around here. They taste really good. So if you have a multicolored logo like this, and notice this is a PNG. Now you can save this as a PNG. Now watch what happens if I copy it. I'm gonna right click, copy image, edit, paste. It's gonna do that. I mean, I guess that works because you can just use the black. I wouldn't suggest that though. So I'm gonna get rid of this. If it's a PNG, you can actually save it. So save image as. I'm gonna save it as In and Out on my desktop. And then just open it up. File, open. There it is. And then you just drag this down, use the move tool, and then just move it in like that. You can do that. That's probably the easiest way if it's multicolored and as a PNG. All right, if it's not a PNG, say it's this one. Here's how you do it. Right click, copy image, edit, paste, or Control V. Now I don't want the white part, so I'll just use the magic wand tool, select the white part. Bye-bye. Select, deselect. Now if I, again, right click and go to paste layer style, it's going to look like that. So that's not what I want. So I'm going to turn this layer off. I'm going to show you how to do this one first, the one with the PNG. Now if it was a PNG, look at this. Right click, paste layer style, boom, done for you. And say you want to get rid of that stupid copyright, registered whatever, just select around it with your polygonal lasso tool and hit backspace. Bye-bye. View, fit on screen. So that's one way you can do it if it's a PNG. If it's not a PNG, and it looks like this, it's multicolor, you first have to make it into strictly black or white. Now, you can just go to image, whoops, wrong layer. Image, adjustments, threshold, and it'll make it strictly black and white. You'll get this little thing that pops up right here, and you can move that, but you probably want it right about there. And then you just select either the black or the white. In this case, I'm selecting the black, hit backspace, and then get the ones we missed. Select, deselect. Now, right click, paste layer style. And it might put in a box like that. If you do not want that box, it's a really, really skinny line. Just get your eraser. Look at this. Beep boop. Let me be a little bigger. There we go. It's gone. Get rid of that box. So if you can actually use your eraser to erase certain things on here after it has been transformed. You can see right there I missed the R's and the B hole. the B holes. And he just made a joke. So I'm going to erase all this. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Beep, boop, boop, boop. And again, I like to do little sound effects when I erase. Beep, boop, beep. View, fit on screen. Now, if I wanted to get those spots that I missed, say I didn't even want that right there, I just get my eraser. Beep. Now, here comes the tricky part. I got to find out where those holes are. There they are. So I selected them, hit backspace. Same thing for the R hole. Or should I say R holes? So I select them, then I just hit backspace. Select, deselect, view, fit on screen. So that's how you do multicolored logos. Again, I will show you what I was talking about. I'll do another one. I'll rotate this one around. Put that right. I'll put it right there. There we go. Maybe overlap a little bit right there. I don't need this one anymore, so I'll delete that layer. Make this a little bit smaller. There it is. Edit, free transform. Just gonna make it a scotch smaller. Whoops. There we go. Right there. Say you like NBC logo. Yeah, there we go. That's PNG. So you would, I don't know if you would save this one. I would actually use this one. So copy image, edit, paste. There we go. Edit, free transform, make it a little bigger. We want to get rid of the white. So use the magic wand tool. In case you can't find it, it's right there. Select the white, select similar, so it gets all the white, and hit backspace, select, deselect, and then right click, paste layer style. Edit, retransform if you want to make it bigger, beep boop, rotate. So that's how you do logos. Color, I would try to get, whatever logos you use, make sure the simpler the better. Like if there's not a lot of colors, it's going to be a lot easier. So make sure you try to stick to, single color logos. But find logos you like. Now say you want to do people. So say I want to do Marilyn Monroe. So I'm going to get a picture of Marilyn Monroe's face and try to get one that has a lot of good contrast if you're doing people's faces. See, it's got good darks, good lights. So right click, copy image, edit, paste. Oh, that's the NBC logo. Do I know how to copy an image? All right, copy image. Let's try this again. Edit, paste. Are you kidding me? Right click, copy image, edit, paste. Of course, it's the NBC logo. All right, let's try a different one. Since it's gonna be a punk, let's try this one. Right click, copy image, edit, paste. There we go. All right. So to make this strictly black and white, again, refresh, image, adjustments, the threshold. And then you move this where you like it. I kind of like it right here. Hit OK. All right, so I'm going to select the black parts. I selected the black. Select similar. Backspace. That's what it should look like right there. Beep boop. Except you need to right click, paste layer style, and then edit, pre-transform. It might look a little weird. That's fine. It's supposed to. You might have a box. That's fine. You're supposed to. So I want to make it fit right under layout. Again, I'm going to show you how to do this one more time with people. Get Bob Marley. And we will do, like, again, you want to do one that has a lot of contrast. So you don't want to do something like that. That would be hard, or something like that. That's all dark. You want something with a good range of colors. So that's a good one. Right click, copy image. I'm going to go back over here, edit, paste. All right, now this step, you're going to go to image, adjustments, threshold. You move that to where you like it. Hit OK. Use the magic wand tool. You're going to select a black part. Then you're going to go to select similar to get all the black parts. Then you hit backspace, select, deselect, and then if you remembered, right click, paste layer style. Now, if your paste layer style doesn't work, it's because you haven't copied a layer style. So you might have to copy a layer style. Now, some people are like, well, I don't want to get rid of that box, but I want to keep everything else. No, you have to keep the box. That's part of the white that you kept. So just remember that if you're doing people. So I'm going to put that right there. Now, the idea is to fill this up with words, symbols, logos, and people. You want to fill it up so it looks like this right here. You want to fill it up. So you can see I put different things that are about me. I'm a Leo. I put favorite, people from pop culture that influence me. Well, this was made a long time ago, but so you get the fill idea. Up your paper so it looks like this, and I will go ahead and fill this one up in, I guess, time lapse. In fact, as I'm probably saying this right now, it's speeding up and it's putting it in there. So hopefully you have something that looks like this. All right, so when you get done with your coloring sheet, here's what you want to do. You want to merge all of them into one layer. So what you're going to do is, notice that here at the top of my layer box, in case you don't have your layers open, make sure it's check marked. I'm going to select the top layer, then I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom layer and hold down Shift. I'm holding down Shift and I'm going to click on the bottom layer. Notice they're all connected. They're all selected. Then you're going to go right click on any one of those in the gray. And you want to go to Merge Layers. So it's all merged onto one. Then you want to go File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. Say PNG. Make sure you go to your downloads. We're going to call it Copy and Paste Coloring Sheet. So if you wanted to, you don't have to. You could actually go File, Print, blah, blah, blah. And then, print like right layout here. Scale and fit media. You can print this out and color it with colored pencils and markers if you wanted to, but we're not going to do that. I'm just saying you could if you wanted to. I don't care. And then, so you saved it as copy and paste. There it is, right there. You might want to rename that coloring sheet. So that's how you do the coloring sheet. Now, for the coloring part, it's a little different, but it's also somewhat easy. Notice I'm on the coloring sheet layer. There's no layers. It's all one layer. There's no background layer. This should be a transparent gray and white checkerboard background underneath there. So I'm going to start coloring it in. So the first thing I'm going to do is you're going to grab your magic wand tool and you're going to select a spot to color in. So most people say, well, do I need to color in the background? Yes, you need to color in the background. Of course you need to color in the background. If you don't, it's going to look weird. So make sure you color in the background. Notice I'm just going to click right here. Look, see this little spot right here? Just that spot right there. So I selected that spot. I'm going to go on here. Let's look up something that, how about the Cincinnati? We'll just look up Cincinnati, see what happens. Call me crazy, see what happens. There's this guy, 7th most stressed city. What? Oh, I like that picture. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna right click, copy image. We're gonna go back here. Notice it's right there, Edit, paste special, paste into. What it does is it pastes into that selection. I notice it didn't cover up all of it. That's fine. Edit, free transform. I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. Beep, beep, boop, boop. And move it right about there. Yeah, there. Yeah. But Miss Claver, I can't see all of it. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Get it to where you like it. Hit stop. Then you're gonna go back to the coloring sheet layer. Make sure you go back to this layer. I'm going to select that same spot and I'm going to choose a different picture. We'll choose, yeah, they look happy. Right click, copy image, go back here, edit, paste special, paste into. What it does is, look, paste right, edit, free transform. Now watch this. I can put them right, like, see how I butted up right against that? I didn't overlap. You can't overlap if you want, but I want to put them right there. So it's almost like a quilt. Like I want to make it go right about there. There we go. You see, you still have this space to fill up. So I'm going to put that right there. Now, go back to the coloring sheet layer. Don't forget to do this. Oh my God, don't forget to do this. I'm going to select that same spot. Same spot. I'm going to choose a different photo though. Let's go, let's use this one. All right. Copy image. Edit. Paste special. Paste into. Like, oh, I can't find it. Where is it, Mr. Claver? I don't know where it is. Edit. Free transform. And then just look. Move it down. There we go. See, there it is. It's right there. It's right there, except it's upside down, so I might have to go like this instead. There we go. It's right there. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Right there. So that's how you do the background, all right? That's how you do the background. You can just do a bunch of pictures. Now, look, there's a little spot there that needs to be filled, but whatever. I'll get to there. You want to go to the coloring sheet. Always click on the coloring sheet when you're ready to color something in. Grab your magic wand tool. I'm going to select that part. Now I'll look up Batman. Let's see what pops up. Oh, it's the new Robert Pattinson one. So, yeah, why not? Copy image. Edit. Paste special. Paste into. It's way too big. Edit. Edit free transform. And then we can make it smaller. Beep, boop, boop. And then we can even rotate it. Boop, 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 boop. Right there. Good. Now we'll go on to the K in Claver. Now this is cool. If say you did your last name, you can actually do a picture of yourself. If you go to My Photos, or if you have photos of you, go to Google Photos. Oh, there we go. We'll use this one. Right click, copy image, me and my wife. Edit, paste special, paste into, oh, I can't see it. Don't worry. Edit, free transform. There's the box. And then you just make it smaller and boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 beep. There you go, right there. If we zoom in on it, look at that. Look at that, right there. Bam, 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 bam. That's how you color in. You color in everything. So again, when you color something in, you're going to click on the coloring sheet layer. Use your magic wand. Select the spot. So see, I selected right there. Oh, you can use personal photos. You can use whatever. I don't care. We'll look up a leprechaun. Yeah, let's look at. That's a hard. There we go. Leprechaun. Top of the morning to you, Timmy. All right, we'll do this. Well, he looks wonderful, doesn't he? Oh, just a wonderful complexion. So right-click, copy image, edit, paste special, paste into, edit, free transform to get it to fit. It's way too big. Boop, 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 boop. And then we just move it right where we need it. Oh, look at that. Just a lovely creature right there. And then if you want to color something else in, where do you go? Where do you go? What's that over there? That's the coloring sheet. Now, all right, so you get the idea. You want to color all of these. Fill all this up. There should not be any of these white spots right here, because when I grade these are what I'm looking for to take off points. So, oh, Miss Clever, there's so many small ones. Oh, just zoom in on it. Zoom in on it. Anybody can zoom in on it. And just look, you just click it. Boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. And you can click them all at once. Bam, bam, bam. Get it over with. So make sure you color it all. Don't leave any white showing, because that's what happens when it's white. And then eventually, 1, 2, skip a few. Looks like go from this to color it in. Boom, boom. Look at that. Boo, 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 boo. Just color it in. Color. And then, of course, the last step, after you color it all in, you got to put your signature on there somewhere. Good luck finding that. Make sure you use a colored signature. So if you type it in, so say we're going to type it in. Make sure it's big enough, like so, like MFK, whatever your initials are, free transform. So if you do it like that, it's going to be hard to see. So here's how I want you to do it. If you go right here to blending options, do something that makes it stand out. So maybe like a stroke like that, like a thick stroke, maybe with a gradient overlay, or, ooh, that looks weird. Let's do linear. There we go. Something that stands out. You don't want it too big, though. That's almost too big. So I'm going to make it a little smaller. Beep, boop, boop, boop. There we go. And then when you're totally done, file, export, quick export as PNG, save it as copy and paste. It's finished. Finished your name? Sure. It's in your downloads. If you don't know how to upload into Google Classroom, Lord help us all.
Okay, here's how to submit your work. You're in Google Classroom. You just go up here to the right hand corner, go to add or create. You're always going to choose file, and then this is going to pop up. You're just going to click on browse, and then navigate where you saved the file in question. In this case, it's this, so you should be able to see it. There shouldn't be a blue PSD or some kind of icon on it. So you upload that, and then you know you did it right if when it pops up you can see it and it's fully animated. And then you just go down here, click turn in, and then it's going to ask you blah blah blah. Yeah, turn it in, then click on it, and you're done.
Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully you created something you like. That's something you maybe want to print out, get laminated, slap it on your wall at home. I don't know. Hopefully it's something that you're proud of. Hopefully you actually created something. So that is the copy and paste project. As always, I encourage you guys to create, and where your focus goes, your energy flows. Have a good one.